Finally! The Tragedy is directed by Robert Rodriguez, written by Jon Favreau. This episode is about Mandalorian taking Baby Yoda, Grogu, to the temple that Ahsoka mentioned so that Mando could possibly find another Jedi who could train Grogu since Ahsoka selfishly refused. I'm just playing, she had good reasons. And while Grogu is meditating on the stone, they are ambushed by the Empire. The episode also sees the return of Tamara Morrison as Boba Fett, confirmed Boba Fett, and Ming-Na Wen for the first season. Her name was Fennec. I forgot her character at first, but I remember the actress because I know her from other stuff. And this is just another episode just full of awesome action. Again, spoiler alert. Kind of in a way where last episode was Ahsoka's episode. This episode is mostly Boba Fett's episode. I'm going to say this again, but I'm going to add the context. Finally! Boba Fett is finally cool! Now, I've heard from some Star Wars fans on the internet that there are comic books out there that make Boba Fett cool. I'm sure they have that to say, yeah, Boba Fett's always cool. But for me, who just seen the movies, and to see him do nothing but stand around, laying down cover fire, and then dying like a punk, I have never thought Boba Fett was cool. I thought his father was cooler than he was. I thought pretty much every clone in the cartoon was cooler than him. Not anymore. Boba Fett, for the first time in my eyes, is finally cool. He just slaughters like 20 stormtroopers by himself, with and without the armor. He's a sharpshooter with that little rifle. He's an excellent hand-to-hand combatant with that little stick thing. And he just goes in, man. But not just him. Fennec has some excellent sequences herself. She's a really good sharpshooter because she hardly ever missed in this episode. She's like the female John Wick. She's just running and gunning. Literally, and there's no scoping stormtroopers like it was nothing. Just running around, boom, running, boom, turn around, running, boom. She's running and gunning, turn around, jump off the cliff, turn around, boom, boom. It just never misses. Like, she is awesome. And I'm just so glad that Disney finally took this character and did something with him. That's the one thing I'll give George fault with, because it's obvious. So obvious that George only made Boba Fett just to sell toys. And after he made him, he just like, I don't know what to do with him. Just to have him stand there and get eaten by the Sarlacc pit. That's a horrible George Lucas impersonation. But I find it funny that how, even though last episode had a Jedi, this episode has considerably way better action. Mostly because the stuntmen are really selling the hits. Like the stuntmen who get murdered by Boba Fett are really selling their injuries and selling their falls. Some of them get smacked with a stick and they just fall and contort their bodies and just out of position that look very painful. And Tamara Morris is just really good in this episode. If you're noticing that I'm talking about the action more than the story, it's because the story really is just they go to this planet. Mando sends Baby Yoda down on this rock. He starts meditating. There's a blue sky beam, which Jeremy John pointed out to me. The blue sky beam trend. I forgot about that. About 10 minutes, Mando was unconscious because he couldn't get through the sky beam, so it knocked him unconscious. And the action scene just falls on Boba Fett and Fennec. In fact, to be honest, Mando doesn't really do anything in this episode. That's not the fault of him, but I'm pretty sure they just sidelined him on purpose so they could give more shine to Boba Fett, which I appreciate. Empire did get the upper hand by blowing up Mando's ship. Just a beam from the sky. Boom! Destroyed. Everything in there was destroyed besides the Beskar spear, and luckily Boba Fett's armor, because Boba Fett knew, hey man, I'm getting my armor back. I gotta get it now. And then after that, the Empire kidnaps Baby Yoda. They kidnapped Grogu, man. And they send in the freaking Dark Troopers, who apparently are just droids or just robot troopers, who really don't do anything, but they just fly down and just grab Grogu and just leave. And I find it really weird that when Boba Fett was following them to the sky and he sees the Imperial cruiser, he goes, oh my god, they're back. The Empire is back. And then Fennec is like, that's impossible. I just killed 50 stormtroopers. Like, no one else has stormtroopers besides the Empire. Like, who do you think they belong to? And then the episode ends with Boba Fett agreeing to help Mando get Grogu back. Mando goes to Cara Dune to ask for assistance, helping to locate Bill Burr's character so he can help spring him out to help find Grogu. And then the episode ends with Grogu just manhandling stormtroopers in his cell with the Force. So anyway, that was my 2 cents. Give me your 2 cents in the comments below. Like this video, comment, share. Again, thank you for watching. I'll see y'all later. Peace.